push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rain and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder.
Okay, Coach, well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New York Giants. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Wait, that's 380. Check back 21. Ozzie. Shadow.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23. Yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Broken tackle. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 54. And watch delay.
On third down, Barkley. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Squeeze. Look at me. Go. Two.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And Ingram hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, New York.
Set. 90 Wolf. Hey, watch the slant. Check. 61 Matchbox Light. Check it out, read.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Rock it. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Sam off.
Now Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. To throw is Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Brady now on first down. It's complete. It's Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Brady over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, box drop. Hey, check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second down now, Barkley, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown. And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
We go! 18 Gators. Leo.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him early but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Alert 3. He's coming. Double up. Yep. Hey, Jet.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. First and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. It's Barkley on the counter, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Giants 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't it? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
To throw again on second down. Brady. He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there, and it's 3rd and 4.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, Haywood.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Slam, slam, slam. Look, squeeze. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go to Barkley again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it brings up third down.
Got it. Ready. 10 Lobo. X3. 218. Chopper. We got three, fellas. We're smooth. Mike, if you want it. Mike, if you want it. Nice, sweetheart. Look at me. Door.
To throw on third down, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, Alabama.
From the 36, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Hey, let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, 66.
On 2nd and 11 now, Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, exit. Alert! 50. Ozzy.
From the gun, Brady. And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 35 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Check tight. Let's go on. No, 66. Sugar.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Airing this one out for Evans. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
72.
On play action, now Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Brady.
I think it's pretty epic.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So they get nothing on 1st down, just back to the 1. They need some room to operate.
They certainly do, because you know they're going to be aggressive on the defensive side. They're going to come after you. So you practice this in OTAs, you practice this in mini camp, you practice this in preseason camp. 1 first down gives your punter room. 2 first downs is what you're seeking in order to make sure you flip the field a little bit.
Now Saquon Barkley. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down, Jones looking deep downfield. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Marcus Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Come on, let's go. You. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Kill. 22 jet bomber. Hey, check it.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
50. Hey, check 24.
Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage. and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Here's Brady to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing after the interception. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
218, chop. Nickel. 5. Go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Alpha. Come. 54. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ready.
Now Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. You're out. Time out.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Steps it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Leo. Watch out.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Brady going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scout?
And got his man complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Give me some. Here we go. Slam. Hard. Tight dog. Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now a desk, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Marcus Golden getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Brady. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem